Hello, I'm Philip Setzer from the Emerson String Quartet and on the faculty as a professor at the Stony Brook University. Some of my earliest memories of music are those of chamber music. In my house, my father played in a string quartet made up of members of the Cleveland Orchestra, and they always rehearsed it at our house because my mom was Italian and a great cook, also a violinist and who was in the Cleveland Orchestra later. But they always rehearsed at the house because she would always make a great meal for them to eat after the rehearsal. And I remember sitting at the top of the steps and listening to them arguing and joking around and telling stories and talking about the music and rehearsing, and I just thought this was really fascinating. And it stuck with me through my years studying, and when I went to Juilliard I met Gene Drucker and we formed a quartet, a student quartet. This is over 40 years ago now, and that became the Emerson String Quartet, and my life has been chamber music. Working on a piece of music together with other people as equals is something that is a challenge and also tremendously gratifying. Isaac Stern said and told us and made public that he felt that playing chamber music was the best way to learn music, and I completely agree with that. When I'm coaching chamber music, I find it just as gratifying a learning experience for me and hopefully for them as anything that I can imagine. Bringing the Silicon Valley Festival to San Jose with a stress on chamber music, which I think is very important, I think it is a wonderful thing. Many students, me included, and I told the story about hearing my father's quartet play, but in terms of my studies as a young musician, I did what everybody else did. I learned the concertos, and I learned the etudes, and I learned the short pieces, and I learned my solo Bach. I really had very little exposure to chamber music, and I think it's a real shame that young students aren't given that opportunity. So this kind of situation, I think, will benefit the young students in the whole Silicon Valley, to give them an opportunity to study chamber music, to perform chamber music, and to hear it. This is the best way to learn. That's very important that I'm also teaching chamber music, and I would like to bring my experience and love for music, and especially chamber music, to the Silicon Valley Festival. The Silicon Valley Music Festival is something that has tremendous potential for the community, especially for the young people who are studying music and want to study music. As with everything else, they need support, and this is something that could not only benefit music but could benefit the whole community. So please get involved and do what you can. Thank you very much.